KGFRocks.com and through Spreaker. And you're listening to the Freaking After Dark show. Yeah. Welcome to the show. We're on the air. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. It's time to get going.
I'm here.
All right.
Guidos to the Guidos.
Yeah. That was a great fucking
that was a great intro, wasn't it?
It was a great let me know that it was time to start recording.
Oh, you didn't start recording?
I did, but it was like after you said we're live on the air, I'm like, oh, okay. Look at that.
I was playing that song.
I thought you were...
Huh?
I can't hear it.
Oh, well, we fucked that up. All right, we're only 3 minutes in. We didn't miss much.
Yeah. The song doesn't come through when you do it through that, the web broadcast or the podcast software. It doesn't come through the YouTube side.
Oh,
the Spreaker, and we can't hear it on Skype. Can't hear that, but you can hear everything else.
How was you guys week?
It was okay.
It's a week.
It was okay.
No events.
Yeah.
No events. I mean, I don't know. Team U. This whole
shot at in a vehicle chase rock down.
No, that didn't happen. But there was one murder on I-270, and they were in the middle of a shootout, and they ended up crashing into a fucking bridge pillar after they got shot. The car burst into flames. So that was a movie action kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I had in the past week and a half two, not my uncles, but my aunt's husbands pass away.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we had a cousin pass away too.
We had a cousin pass away last week. He actually passed away back in May.
Yeah.
COVID.
We just found out. We just found out about it. Yeah.
Death is not cool. But this was a guy that the latest one that passed away. It was the guy that inspired me to be in the military and inspired me to stop being a little punk, shithead. And so it was kind of a blow. I haven't seen him in 10, 15 years, but it was still, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Long time ago. 88, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, prior to that, they used to give out like these little plastic boats that full of shrimp. They put shrimp and shrimp cocktail fucking in them things for $1.
For $1.
I had one today. That's what I had. I had a shrimp boat today.
Now, was that a microwave shrimp boat or was that a fresh shrimp boat?
That's a fresh shrimp boat. I put the sauce all on it and stuff, and had the shrimps all swimming in the cocktail sauce. It was so delicious. But they used to give those things away in Vegas for $1, man. Those things were the best, man.
Yeah, well, they also used to fucking give you free top shelf liquor, but they don't really do that unless you're on the big tables now.
Well, they've got all kinds of promotions right now. They're trying to draw a crowd. They got enough room for, quite a few people. They can't fill them up.
I want to go to Vegas this fall and see the Blues play the fucking the Golden Knights and get a hotel room and do it upright, man. Go to see a game. Go do something, not just sit in my room or go to the casino because I'm not much on
show.
Go see a show.
I would go see Wayne Newton and Carrot Top.
Maybe get on that fucking one ride up on the top of the needle and shit and come off the edge and shit and feel like you're going around the fucking building.
No, that won't happen. That won't happen. No. I could never get Connie to even get in the elevator to go up to that ride. And I'm damned if I'm going to go by myself.
You know what? I went up there and I looked at it and it was a little expensive. And I said, nah.
Nah.
I'll pass. You get to go all the way up and look, and you get to watch that fucking car come off the edge of that building and stop.
Yeah.
And I'm going, no, I think I'll pass on this.
No way. No way. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. That motherfucker goes off the edge, man. It'll be on when I'm riding it. If
I
that
know.
motherfucker fails, I'll be
Well,
the one riding the motherfucker.
They got another one that an arm hangs over the side of the building and then spins, that you spin.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Because there is
that.
an extra roller coaster one too that goes like off the, not off the side of the building, but you know, like
Right.
around it or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you were a kid and I was a kid, you never thought about an amusement park being inside of a building, but now they do have small amusement parks that are inside buildings.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
they
that-
do in Vegas. They do in Vegas.
Yeah.
They've got these small amusement parks, and the one up in Minnesota, in the
Right.
Mall of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a roller coaster. They've got a giant Ferris wheel. They've got all kinds of. They got water slides. They got all kinds of crazy shit. They got all
It's like
kinds
here,
of crazy shit.
I'm going for a pedicure. You guys go fucking on the roller coaster. All right. Don't, you know, I hope they don't go fucking on the roller coaster, but I hope they go on, you know. That's, I don't know, because I don't know if I'd want to be on a roller coaster or a ride that was in, I don't know. Well, maybe it's better maintained. There's no.
A couple of years ago, I went to Six Flags Magic Mountain over here, and went on every fucking ride, every hard ride. You know, they have a map
Right.
and it tells you, they grade the ride, you know, from 1, 2, 3. You know, fast, medium, and slow, and then you know the fast one is like better have a good heart. You know, and
Right.
and like I went on every single one of them rides, man. And it was fun, and there was nobody there, hardly anybody there, and I was sitting in the front row of on every ride, and I was tripping on acid.
No, that's pretty fun.
And it
You know
was
what my favorite amusement park thing is of all
fun.
time?
It was
It's
fun.
Wally World, when Chevy Chase got so fed up
That's where I went. That's where I went.
and he got the BB gun and took
They
John
just
Candy hostage.
They just renamed it Wally World for the movie, but it's actually it's Magic Mountain.
Now that
Magic
was not a Six Flags park originally. That was always been there, Magic Mountain.
No,
Yeah.
it was a Six Flags. It was a Six Flags Magic Mountain always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. There's Six Flags all over the country. We've got one here in St. Louis.
There's one here. Six Flags Darien Lake is here.
Yeah,
Six
we got
Flags
Magic Mountain. Six Flags
Mid-America.
Magic Mountain.
Now
Yeah.
the guy that owns the Washington football
one of those rides can cost up to $20 million to build.
Yeah, sure. That's why they charge you $9,000 a day. But the Daniel Snyder, the owner of the Washington football team, has a lot to do with Six Flags. He's
Yeah,
a big
I think is he a
shareholder,
part
was
owner?
a big shareholder or whatever. I don't know if he has anything to do with it now, but I think that's where he got most of his wealth from, was from Six Flags. And and then he bought the football club. The football club. Get a fucking name, okay? I mean, I understand you changed the name, the reason, good for you, proud of you, whatever, but get a fucking name.
Well, the way they've been playing the last 5, 6, 10 years, they could call them the Washington Tampons.
Yeah,
because they suck.
Well, it just.
You want to go into football names? Okay.
I don't want to know football names. I just want Washington to get a fucking name.
You get a name, yeah.
Enough's enough. I understand why you changed the name. No one's blaming you for changing the name, but pick a fucking name. The Washington Football Club sounds like you're a soccer
animal or a
Yeah, it does sound like a soccer team.
Yeah, it sounds like a soccer.
Pick a name like you were saying. You know, you could do an animal like buffaloes and
Well, how about do something like Washington, like the Washington Capitals, maybe, or the Washington Senators,
or the Washington Badgers, or something. Give it a name.
Washington Presidents,
or you could go colors. You could go colors. The Washington Blacks,
the Washington Wolverines,
the Washington Whites, whatever.
I don't know if those names would pass the censor board there.
I see. Well, anything else? How about the Washington Orange? You know,
yeah, would have to pick Or how about even the Washington Rainbows? Come on, pick a fucking name.
So you
Anything.
can't do the Browns. You
Well,
got to change the name of the Browns.
Fagettes. The Fagettes with
Yeah,
an
you know what's
E.
They're going to change the name of the Washington Browns now because because it's the same color as shit.
No, those are dogs. Those are dogs. They're named after the pit bull, is what it's named after.
Browns?
Yeah, the Browns. Yeah.
That's why it's
Yeah.
called the dog pound.
The dog pound.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I was relating it to a racial thing. That's what I was.
Actually, it was
Sorry.
named after Coach Paul Brown.
Paul Brown.
Now,
Yeah.
Cleveland Indians weren't named after a bad group of peoples either. I mean,
No,
come on.
I don't know. They should be proud that they have a name. But I think
That doesn't even bother me.
Referring
If
to
you
a
want to
full
change
race. It's referring to a full race, Indians. Okay,
Yeah.
so they, if they named them like the Chiefs or if the Warriors,
I mean, they
something
had
like
the
that. I
they
think
had
that
the
it should be
national
Warriors.
they had the National Negro League back in the day. Now,
Yeah.
But that was just because they couldn't play in the regular league. That wasn't
Washington.
Nevertheless, they had one. So why didn't they just name them the Washington Negroes?
What? No, because that's derogatory.
Yeah. Why would you name a
Yeah,
team the Washington Negroes?
That
doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
and the Indians could have stayed, and everybody else could have stayed. And fuck all the stupid.
That's why they're changing the names, man. That's why they're changing the fucking names.
No, and I have no problem with changing the name. Okay, fine. If it does offend a bunch of people, then maybe it should be changed. But here's the thing: is pick a name, okay? And things like Free Ride said, the Chiefs shouldn't be an issue. The Braves, that shouldn't be an issue, okay? Maybe the Redskins, that is kind of an issue. Okay,
that's an
that
issue.
kind of is. All right.
Yeah, but it was the Cowboys and Indians when they played. It was historic, dude. The Cowboys and Indians. They always played every year at Thanksgiving. It was the Cowboys and the Redskins, or the Cowboys and the Chiefs.
Right.
Right. But they always played the Cowboys and Indians on that fucking day.
It was a Thanksgiving Day tradition. The Redskins and the Chiefs would play.
But
now it's going to be
the Indians or the Native Americans did not break bread with the fucking Cowboys. They hated each other. I mean,
I know, but they were in competition, which made it more exciting and more.
And see, they could have now Washington could change their name, like the Florida State team, the Seminoles. Okay, they got an arrow, whatever, but they're the Seminoles.
Call them the Washington Cherokee or the Washington Sioux or the Washington, something. Well, they need to name them something, and I think it should be the Washington Sentinels, and they should change their uniform completely to a red, white, and blue, and get rid of the fucking maroon and gold. Get rid of the maroon and gold.
No, there's too many. I think red, white, and blue teams. I agree with you on that.
Excuse us.
But there's way too many red, white, and blue teams right now. You got the Bills, the Patriots, the Giants. I'm trying to think of who else. But with the red, white, and blue, I don't know. I think I like the color of the maroon. But
well, then they should have just mocked it all and said, "Hey, the Washington Rebels, Washington Rebels, and because
now either Rebels is another.
Well, they use Patriots. They use Patriots. Why can't they say Rebels?
Well, because the Patriots won, the Rebels didn't.
Or what would they call them? The militia. There you go. The militia.
There you go. Washington Militia. That might be not a bad name because that's in the Constitution. That's that's not a bad name right there. I don't have a problem with the militia.
Or the Cleveland Militia.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Steamers is my favorite name.
Yeah, and the Cleveland Steamers. We all know what that is.
Cleveland Steamers sounds like a Monopoly board name.
No, it sounds
Monopoly. Who the hell plays Monopoly? Nobody even cares. When was the last time anybody under the age of 50 played Monopoly?
I haven't played Monopoly in decades.
These motherfuckers over 50 are playing real Monopoly.
Yeah, exactly. They created the board game so you could stay busy, not watching them take over your fucking life.
Yeah.
And
that's like the electric company. Now that's a monopoly. That's a monopoly.
Yeah.
That's even bastards.
The railroad.
The railroad. Well, no, the railroad's not anymore. They broke that up a long time ago.
Who the fuck takes the railroad? What are you in 1875?
Well, no, now see, China.
Hey, what came first? What came first? The train or the tracks?
Oh God!
Come on.
The train. The train. They had to build a locomotive.
Why would you do that with no roads?
Well, I think they were kind of born on the same at the same time.
They were both open. Yeah, I think it was a group effort.
I think it was a group effort.
Yeah,
I mean, who was the leader? Who was the
guy? Guy said, "Here."
Who was the guy that gave us the first railroad? Why don't you ask that question?
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Iron wheels, and let's make a fucking train track to go across the country to deliver train loads of fucking goods from the east to the west, so the guy made a huge locomotive engine and only had a little piece of track.
And then he added on to that track.
He thought he could make a fucking, you know.
I don't know.
He knew he could make a fortune on it.
I don't know.
Probably came from the aliens. They fucking invented it and shit, brought it down.
He figured he would only have to buy a little bit of property. The rest of the property that he went through to get to the west was wide open. That was free land.
And it really wasn't a hard concept. You build a track and then you build wheels that ride on the track. It wasn't like, you had to come with this whole fucking numbers and all this shit. It was build a track and make a vehicle that the wheels roll on the track. That's how the train was invented, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you didn't have roads, so you couldn't get cargo and shit. There wasn't trucks. There was only horses.
You know who invented the train?
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
A German, a Kraut.
Yeah, maybe he did, but Cornelius Vanderbilt was the biggest train person ever.
Yeah. He was a German. He did that.
Well,
who was his name? You can't just say a German. You got to know his name.
His name is Vanderbilt. And I think they ought to call him the Washington locomotive.
Well, all I knew is that the Germans invented it and came up with it. And
they could be the Washington locomotive.
They had trains in Europe. They had trains in Europe before we had trains here.
That's right.
A train wasn't this big. It was a simple concept. Yeah, it was a big deal, but it wasn't that much to it. It really wasn't.
It didn't take much of an imagination. It was not, there wasn't that much imagination. You froze up again.
Kudos to the people that came up with it. I'm not, undermining what they did for real, but
no, I mean it helped out a lot back in the day. The
wheel was already invented by this time. Okay, yeah. So now they just said, well, if we make something with this wheel that can ride on something, we can get shit down country faster. And that's when they came up with train.
Yeah, but they could have just left it on the roads and with trucks.
But there wasn't trucks then. We were 1800s. There was no fucking trucks. It was horses. There was no trucks. Zero. No.
They had stagecoach. They had the stagecoach. That's what they had. And they said, wouldn't it be neat if they had an engine on them?
Yeah.
And then they said, yeah. And then they had an engine on them and said, well, how do we move them across? Because we don't have roads. Well, we just build them on rails, and we put them on rails, and we send them on down the line.
Ain't we the trip? You can come up with all kind of cool shit to talk about, can't you? Hey, whether it is or it ain't, you know what I mean? Wasn't the Jay Giles band a great band? Hey, when you were growing up, what kind of bands were you looking forward to hearing another fucking album? I mean, you know, I really, really.
Take your
Yeah,
Ritalin.
We grew up in a great time
I
in
grew up
place,
in a
man.
lot different time than you guys.
Well,
I
I know,
Yeah,
I
so
know.
when I was growing up, the stuff that I couldn't wait to hear was like Motley Crue, Metallica, you know, Megadeth and stuff like that. Kiss, of
I
course.
I always
I
look
was
forward
looking
to a new
forward to
Yes album.
the new
I look forward.
Beatles, the new Stoneses, the new, uh, uh, you know,
See, you were even before my time, and I look
yeah,
forward to new songs, new albums from Black Sabbath, and I look for them from Yes and from Alice Cooper, and those are the bands that I look forward to the new albums from. And Alice Cooper's still making albums,
Sure.
yeah.
you know.
Jay Giles. I'd like to see them live. That would be a cool concert. Yeah,
Yeah, but
at a private party would be great.
Jay's gone now.
He's gone. Jay's
Yeah,
gone. He passed
Is he?
away
Is he?
about 3 years ago.
yeah, Jay's gone,
Ah,
but I think the rest of the band is still alive.
They're
I,
still out there.
I know Peter Wolf is still alive, and
Yeah.
private party with them, kind of more intimidate, intimate uh
Oh, bands like
location.
Humble Pie. I always look forward to a new album from Humble Pie until they broke up. Listen
which
to
version of humble pie do you like better, Frampton's humble pie or without Frampton?
Well, I
Frampton's
was
Humble
always
Pie.
looking forward to McCartney and Lennon's new one coming out, and those two, but yeah, I was a bit before you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you were. You were. I
You
mean,
Yeah.
were you
I was looking
were
for.
let me see, you were 20 years 20. So uh when I was 20, you were like fucking old.
Oh.
Yeah, you were like 40.
and and you didn't like the music. I guarantee in the 90s and the 80s. I know you didn't. So
80s, I didn't. No,
yeah,
yeah, 80s was bad.
it got too
Hey,
different.
hey, what? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm throwing this shit in and we're getting lost here, but uh, did you guys like that show, Practical Jokers? I thought that was funnier than shit. I wish they would keep going. Those guys were great.
I have no
Those-
clue what that show is.
no,
Practical Jokers.
No, I don't watch TV. TV is mindless numbing.
dude, these guys go around and play pranks, and they got a little speaker in their ear, and these other jokers are behind the wall telling him what to say to these people, and if they don't say it, then he loses. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds like
That's a good show. That's
that's
a
a
good.
great
That's
show,
funny
man.
as hell.
It's a great
That's
show.
like what's his name who did that Art Linkletter.
yeah, but
It's
it's
Yeah,
also
similar
like
to
that
that.
that show Punked where Ashton Kutcher punked the celebrities, played the jokes on
something
the celebrities.
something like that, something like that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
a little bit more practical.
You ever see the Man Show where they got that?
Impractical jokers.
You ever
Huh?
see the Man Show?
The one from like 20, 10, 15 years
Yeah,
ago.
it was all
Yeah,
right. It was all
they had,
right. It wasn't.
they had that kid. They had that kid out on the street selling beer. Say, hey,
Yeah,
you want a cold one? Yeah, well,
yeah,
I think what you're doing is against the law. Well, why don't you just move along if you're not going to fucking buy anything?
yeah.
Right, right.
That was when Jimmy Kimmel wasn't a fucktard.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel's a douchebag.
He's a douche nozzle, and
He
Adam
is
Carolla.
truly a douche nozzle.
The Man Show was really Adam Carolla's show. Jimmy Kimmel was a sidekick.
Yeah, Adam
Well,
Carolla was funny as hell. He still is.
He is. Is he
And
still?
he's another. He's a conservative. He's on Fox
remember,
News all the time.
remember Ben Stein, win Ben Stein's money.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of lame. I didn't like that. I thought
Lame.
Well,
I think
that
what up,
was what's his name? He played the asking the questions.
Ben
That guy.
Stein.
No, not Ben Stein. The guy who was reading the questions. That
Mm.
was Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. I put Win Ben Stein's money up there with Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah, I
which,
never liked that show
yeah,
either. Because
stupid.
9 times out of
I
10, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I kind of
right.
liked it. I kind of liked it. It was competitive. They got a new show now like that kind of. It's called The Chase with
Rob Lowe.
the Jeopardy champions. Um, I,
I call game
Ken,
shows
Ken
game
Jennings.
show.
And remember Ken Jennings? He won for Jeopardy 100 fucking about a year.
Long
Couple
range.
$1 million. And his other guy, Jeopardy James, and that other guy, and they play and catch this. They got to catch him. It's called The Chase.
Yeah, well, I call game shows lame shows, and don't watch them. I don't. I've never liked them, even the cheesy ones in the '80s. My grandma would
So
watch
you don't
them, and
watch
I'd
Holy
look at them and be
Moly
like,
either. You
I
can't
don't even know.
watch
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Holy Moly.
Holy moly, miniature golf on
Mm.
steroids. It's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, don't.
It's funny.
No,
It is
I
funny.
watch educational programs, and I do watch a lot of like Discovery Channel, shit like that. I don't really like to watch comedies or anything that has a propagandist message to it. I guess game shows wouldn't be, but they're just boring to me. I don't know. I never dug them. Like my dad used to watch them all. Joker's Wild, fucking, Family Feud, all that shit. And I'd be like bored to death of it. I was bored.
Well, you like what you like. That's what they say.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't like it. It's fine. If it entertains someone, watch the fuck out of it. Who cares? But for me, I don't know. I do like to watch, sometimes I'll watch the on YouTube, the game
Porn.
show mess ups. Well, of course I watch porn, but I'll watch like this
bloopers and shit.
Yeah, those kind of make me laugh more than the actual. And I will say that Monty Hall was probably the best game show host ever. I had to pick.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was. I don't know. What's his name from The Price is Right?
Martindale.
Oh, Benny Hill was funny.
Yeah, not true, Gary.
You all missed Benny Hill.
Benny Hill was
Benny Hill
game
was
show host.
Yeah, it was a better. It was like a non-talky.
It was a fucking like Saturday Night Live type show.
It was satire. It was.
You're talking
like
about.
they didn't laugh.
They didn't talk much. They didn't talk much.
We're talking about game shows. What show were you on?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
Remember the Gong Show? Remember the Gong Show? That was great.
With
They
Barry,
fucking take the hook.
what was his name? Oh my God, what was the show's host? Barry.
And what's his name? He'd always have that crazy dance and shit. What was his name?
He wrote a book and said he was in the CIA and all that.
Whatever. So he was a lunatic, but that's all right.
He was a lunatic, and that show was pretty comical. Now that show was funny. The Gong Show was hilarious. Now that I would watch even if it came out today, because
his name was Chuck Barris.
That's right. That's right. He just died. Yeah. He just died recently.
No, he died a long time.
He died. When did he pass away? Chuck Barris. Let me see.
In the 90s.
Chuck Barris.
That's not just dying, brother. People that were born in the 90s are almost 30 now.
Well, that was a pretty good show. That was
he died
good show.
He died in 2017.
Oh, that's what I said. I figured it was recently.
There is a movie out about his life, and it says how he I don't know if he dreamed it or he fantasized it, that he was a CIA operative, and working through the game show and all that. I can't remember the name of the movie, and I didn't watch it, but I remember it. And he was cool. But the coolest game show host too was Wink Martindale, dude. Wink was the shit, dude, on the Joker's Wild. With his perfectly hair and everything, and
most of the game shows didn't turn me on. I didn't like them.
What was the other show Martindale did? He did the Joker's Wild, and he did something else. Match Game,
I think the original Family Feud.
I've heard of that, but I don't know how the game goes because I never watched it.
Yeah. Well, how about Hollywood Squares? That was
Hollywood Squares was a good show.
Yeah, I like that.
That was kind of boring.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love Was Rip Taylor was on all the
Rip
time.
Taylor was on there. Rip
Yeah,
Taylor
those
was on there.
comedians.
I think.
Yeah,
I think Rip Taylor.
I'd rather watch a good roast.
Now roasts are one thing. I mean, the newer roasts are okay, but they're not like the Dean Martin roast.
No,
The
not
Dean
at all.
Martin.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are. Some of them are with the Snoop
some of
Dogg
them
and
are,
the
yeah, but they're
and
the same old dry jokes.
Don
Same.
Rickles.
Don
Since Don
Rickles
Rickles
was
died,
fucking.
there's no the roast master right there.
He is
well,
the
I'll
roast.
tell you what, they're evolving, and I love roasts. They're funny shit, man. I mean, you got a lot of good comedians in there. You know, you got Shaq and what's her
Shaq.
name that sell. She went to jail and she sells the towels and she's got her own cook show. What's her name? Martha Stewart.
She
Oh
sells
man,
towels.
some of
Yeah,
that shit is so
her
fucking funny. You
Her
know?
and what's his name are a pair, aren't they?
Yeah.
Those two there. Yeah, she smokes pot. You know,
Yeah,
Well,
she's a
she
pot.
doesn't work.
of
That's
course.
all right.
And she licked pussy too. She licked pussy in the jail too, and it's funny.
What did you do when you were in prison? I never asked that.
He
Huh?
sucked dick when he was.
I said, what did you do when you were in prison? Did you go toss a salad or something?
No, never did nothing like that. There was nothing like that. I mean, you know, it was there. It was there, but there was nothing happening my way.
You never went like, ball
You didn't get
jumping
your
or-
fucking salad tossed.
Yeah.
No,
No, I think he's lying.
no.
I think he took it up in. I think it went up in.
I read a lot of novels.
Hey, football man.
We got a lot of good novels.
That was Kneescap. That was Kneescap.
What's his name?
Kneescap.
What's his name?
Kneescap. Hi, I be respecting you. Hi, like the cheerleaders on the longest yard.
You know, like the long arm series, all the books, the long arm series. I liked romance novels.
You read romance novels in prison? Come on.
Yes.
Wonders you.
Yeah, he did. That way he could masturbate. But they warn him when he goes in there, don't masturbate too much. It zaps your energy. But he didn't listen. That's another thing he didn't. That's another thing he didn't listen to.
Oh, I'm dying.
Hey, when I was in prison, my buddy who was there, he had his dad.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, man. Now we're getting somewhere.
His name was Monkey, okay, and he was a friend of another friend of mine from the neighborhood, and his dad. That's not the point, but his dad was owned a porn shop, okay, with pictures and movies and shit all in DC. You know what I'm talking about, Todd?
Yeah.
The red light district. So he owned a porno shop there.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, right? So the red light district down there. So he'd bring in every week. He'd bring in a new shipment of porn books and pictures, and he would sell them. You know, some of the prisoners, they buy them, and then you can't see them once, and you can't look at them before because they're brand new. So you can't. Hey, let me see them first, man. No, they gotta get sold and shit. But there was a few, and then they'd come back, and it was rather cool. Yeah.
Did he allow you to trade in? Did he say, I'm getting tired of this, I need some strange? You take this back and I get another one?
Oh, it was always flowing, the people get tired of looking at it, and then it'd flow around, and
I'm sure it was always flowing.
Everything
get it back and it'd be all fucking sticky and
the pages are all stuck together.
Oh, the stench must be up.
Sometimes they're not in perfect condition, that's for sure.
I'm surprised that they had those.
I'm surprised
that they had those kind of magazines in 1875. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, this was late 70s, early 80s.
What a bad boy.
Ain't I?
What you gonna do? What we gonna do?
And one time I found these two porno movies, like Super 8, and we didn't have because we were picking up trash on the freeway, doing under the shotgun, Okay, yeah. So on the chain gang, under a shotgun guard, and we'd pick up trash, on the freeways, all of us walk along in chain gang, and we'd go in a truck, and then get out of the truck. And then it was kind of funny, just like the old Cool Hand Luke days, right? So we're picking up fucking trash, right? And it's like, I found these two Super 8 movies, right? And we didn't have no movie camera, right? So it's like this,
Looking up
so
at the light.
I invented a device out of a slide machine, okay? Because I'm a fucking genius in there, right? Because I can make shit, and I invent games and shit. So I took this slide projector, and I put the film in front of the light, and I put it on these pencils, and it would spin on that. And then I would do another reel down here, and I would turn it, and I would jiggle it, so it would look like it was flashing. And I played it on the wall for all to see. I'm sweating and shit because my fucking balls are getting heavy and shit,
Then you had a prison orgy.
So it's like, I'm going jittering it,
all the guys cheering and shit. Everybody's cheering.
Yeah. Dude, I was well known.
I bet you were.
They all wanted to tag that.
I bet you were. What? There you have it, folks.
There's
Pornography in the prison.
Up there.
Yeah, your dollars at work, folks. Your dollars at work.
The cops were wondering what the fuck was going on behind the bunks, because we had the towels up and shit, right? And we're bouncing the projection off the wall, They
probably thought you guys were fucking and shit, and they didn't want to go over there and see that nasty shit.
I wouldn't want to go see that shit. I'd let you guys have fun.
These were good ones. Yeah, these were good ones too. These were like Swedish erotica, Sika and stuff. They were two good movies. Two good movies.
So you were the prison porn master.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were the prison.
And, and I get these beeline books. The novels and the Hustler books. They even got animals in them. Like dogs and shit, fucking and real exciting stuff.
Are those your favorite?
Well, dogs fucking chicks and chicks sucking dogs off and stuff. These books get pretty specific, and it's like, they're good books, man. They really get you.
We are talking about fucking. I didn't
invent it. I didn't write it. I'm just telling you, it's out there.
I know it's out there,
or whatever it is.
It's not as, huh?
It's not illegal. You can go right on your computer and find new porn.
It used to be illegal.
In some states, I think it is, but in some states you can still have sex with your second cousin. I don't know. Would you?
There's 2 states that you can get married at 15, a girl.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Did you ever live in those states?
I haven't lived in any of those states.
I lived in Georgia. They've got it at 15.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Isn't that what parental consent?
Parental consent, and then when they turn 18, they don't have to have it, of course.
Right.
But
15, 17.
Yeah, 15 is it. I mean, the girl's fucking knocked up or something. Yeah,
right.
You're taking responsibility for your own fucking shit. I'm not gonna. You're not living with me.
Well, that's when they're,
Well, that's the thing now is that doesn't happen now. Grandparents because they take care of the kids now. The grandparents take care of the kids. They don't throw their kids out, make them live on their own. More and more grandparents take care of kids than their own parents do.
That's true. That's true.
Well, they just found a little baby that was born on a sidewalk in an apartment project the other night. Yeah, and just laying there crying and shit. Umbilical cord still stuck on her. And got rescued, and then they found the mother and they're like charging her and saying,
fuck yeah,
know,
child neglect.
you could have just turned her in,
Could have.
we'd have taken her.
But she might have not known what to do. But here's the thing: she didn't abort that baby.
I don't know what happened. I didn't follow it. I just know that that's what happened, and that was pretty enough for me to understand. I didn't know nothing about the repercussions of it or anything.
My kids, my grandkids have always been my life. It's like, that's what I do. I'm a dad, then I'm a granddad, and that's what I live my life for. I can't see that people abandon their kids or not want to take care of their grandkids. I don't see it. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. If the mother is so bad, I'll take my grandkids right away. I wouldn't want somebody else to raise them. I wouldn't want it.
Well, some people are really kind of brainwashed into thinking that there's a better life after this life, and that it's okay to take a life here because you're going to a better place anyway. No matter what you fucking do, you're going to a better place, and they actually think that.
Yeah, they
think
right.
Everybody goes that they're going to a better place because they believe in Jesus and God, and then so they have no regard for your life because they'll send you up to your maker in a second just to get judged. And if you don't believe the way they believe, then they'll just as soon kill you or have nothing to do with you. And that's the way it's been for thousands and centuries. And it's just that shit ain't stop.
That's the way it's been since multiple religions are created. The way I've always looked at it, if God is God, then why is there so many gods, and why is there so many different religions? Why isn't it all the same, and why isn't it all the same higher being? It's not. And that's what blows my mind, and people don't think about all these different, even Hinduism and Buddhism and whatever, they all have different gods. None of us have the same.
That's right.
And
everybody thinks different, and if you don't believe the way they do, then you're kind of outcasted. And I wouldn't go to the Middle East and say I believe in nothing. Talk with my motherfucking head, Jack. Wish. I mean, in a second, I don't believe in no God. I don't have no. You're gone. You have to believe in Allah, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd say I would say it when I was over there. Of course, I wouldn't go over there. I had people with me, so I was all right.
I wouldn't go over there.
I had tanks.
I wouldn't see how anybody could want to go over there. There's nothing for anybody to see over there.
Well, they cut off the heads of Christians, people who believe in Jesus Christ and God.
That's what I'm saying. They'll cut off the heads of anybody that doesn't believe in Allah and their Muslim shit.
Middle Eastern Christians.
That's right. They don't. They just because they think that there's another life after this one, and they know they're going there, so they don't have regard for life here on this planet right now.
No, they don't have any regard for life
because their better life is coming. See, okay. They drove those fucking planes into those buildings, and they said they were going to get 25 virgins when they die.
Hell, I'd like to have 25 virgins, but on this side,
who's getting them? George Bush.
They said on the other side, you're going to be a king, and they believe it.
Who George Bush? You talk? Because that's who flew them planes into the World Trade Center.
Well, whoever it was, man, they promised them like 75 virgins, one every night for the rest of their life, a different one.
I could do that on a Friday. I could do that every night myself. I don't need to go kill people.
So they said, all right, I'll drive that plane right into that motherfucking building.
Yeah.
But nobody else on the plane gets anything.
They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
See,
they were at war.
That's to this guy. And then to another guy, it's different. You don't believe in Jesus Christ? You don't believe in God? You're evil. Oh my God, you're an evil motherfucker. Well, I beg to differ. I think you're evil believing in that shit because I'm scared of you.
I don't care what you believe in, but don't be mad at me for what I believe in. That's the way I look at it.
Right, too. Right,
know.
right. That's
You,
true.
I,
Yeah.
I believe, and you live your life, I'll live mine. That's how
And
this world gets better.
everybody has a different interpretation of their conscience and a different interpretation of morals. And everybody has a different interpretation of their God. And it's just
Well,
like an individual thing that everybody has. It's
the
not
way
anything set in
the
stone.
best way for the world to get better is to people to mind their business, stop worrying about what you do and I do, and worry about what
Right.
they do, and not
Exactly.
and then this world would be better,
Yeah,
because I
but
don't.
I'm scared. I'm scared because I'm scorned against on account of because I don't have a religion to fall back upon.
What do you need to fall back on a religion for? I don't have one either. I mean, I was raised a Christian, but I haven't been a Christian since I was a
Yeah.
child. I
Me
don't.
Hell,
too.
we
You know
were
what?
raised Episcopalian.
I've looked into every single religion that is on this planet. I looked into it and I even joined a couple for weeks and on end, like an idiot. Got sucker punched by the Mormons. I mean, and the Jews are the best
Now,
religion
tell the
I have
truth.
fun
The
with.
only reason you went to be a Mormon is because you could be married to more than one chick.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I
You want,
checked into all
but you have to be
those
an
religions.
elder to do that. You can't be just the common Joe and marry 3 or 4 wives. You have to be an elder, someone who's been in the religion most of your life, and that
Where would I be
has.
right now? I'd have 4 wives working for me right now. See?
Yeah. No, that wouldn't happen because, um, first of all, it's not like it used to be anymore. People don't follow it as much as they, and the more and more people are coming out of Mormonism. Actually,
Well,
there's a lot of
even
groups.
they even they believe that they have a life after this life.
Everybody
Well,
is taught.
yeah.
Everybody's taught that. Everybody is
They're
taught
brainwashed.
in
They're
every
I,
religion.
brainwashed.
but I think that I believe in reincarnation. I don't necessarily
That's
believe in
how
God. I don't
that's
believe
how
in
they
necessarily.
control you. See, that's how they can control you. When all it really is a moral thing that you got to be moral and you got to treat people like you treat them and be
It's to create
have a
order. It's to
clear,
create
clean
order.
conscience, have a clean conscience of what you've done to people and what you do to yourself, and then you can live in peace. And that's got really nothing to do with God. I mean, they're judgmental people. Those Jesus freaks and those. It's just scary out there, man. And I don't have a. I just want to be, And boy, oh boy, if I spout that idea, they dislike me, like you, and like you. They
I
No,
think
I
I'm
do.
the devil, and I believe in devil shit, but I don't. You guys do believe in the devil and God, and I don't believe in
I,
that shit.
I don't
I
believe in
believe
God.
in
I don't believe in. I believe in a higher power, not a God. I believe that there's a higher power, and I believe that you're reincarnated. You're
uh,
reincarnated. Once you're fucking dead, you're fucking reborn into this world again, and it keeps
oh
on fucking. You keep on progressing, and as
well,
you live your life, each life is more productive than the last.
I'm I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you're kind of right,
Because
but you're
when people come
kind of
die and
wrong.
they come back, they say they see a light. Well, that's the birth canal of
Oh,
being reborn, and all of
oh,
your past goes away, and you get to start fresh with a new
And you
life.
guys have smoked. You guys are smoking some really good shit because what happens when
see,
you die is you turn into dust and you don't no longer are. You're nothing. You're gone. It's boop, done. Days are over. You're not going up into the clouds and
I'm
golden.
not wondering. I'm not thinking I'm going up in the clouds and going to heaven. I don't think I'm
no.
going to go to hell. I believe that just keep living your lives until you get it right.
Listen to me and hear me out good. Now, this is a very, very true to statement that I can make on that subject is that you are going to live on, but not in the way you think. in the way, in your DNA.
You
In
might
your
come back as
DNA,
somebody's penis.
your child is going to have your DNA, so you'll have those feelings within her. So and him and your son, and your DNA, your blood will be able to enjoy a joint here and there next
I feel
100
like
years, because you're going to
like
continue on, and that's your reincarnation right there. It's in your DNA, and if you don't procreate, you're not going to live on. See, you could end your bloodline by not having a child, or you can, your bloodline's still within your sisters and your brothers and their kids, so you can come out anywhere you might be able to in 100 years in your family gene. Your gene is going to live on. They follow that shit all the way back to, you can follow your DNA back, and so that Egyptian dude is still living in its ancestries, in its DNA.
Yeah.
So that's eternal life. That's eternal life.
I found I got a good name for this episode, Free Ride.
What, sneeze a lot?
No,
Fuck.
the Bafflin Bruce show.
The baffling Bruce
show.
Yeah, the Babbling Bruce show.
He's never talked so much since I've known him.
Yeah, he's really into this conversation, isn't he?
So that's how you live. That's how you live on.
Well, fuck all that jazz, because when you die, you die. That's it.
You die, but you're still living, in your blood stream is still flowing. And that's that. Okay, you put a number on that blood, it's going to stay there.
That's fine. That I'm sure a little piece of you, DNA goes to makes you right. And I understand the way you're portraying it makes it sound like it's some great thing, but it's just
it's not a great thing. It's the way it is.
It's genetic.
It's like gravity, it's like gravity, but that's how you live on. If you want to say there's a life after this life, yes, through your DNA.
Yeah.
So, but there's nothing on beyond the clouds, and nothing under the ground. There's no hell, and there's no heaven. And when you die, it's lights out.
I would believe in hell before I believed in heaven. And because there should be a place for the evilest people on earth to go,
Well, that's a scare tactic, a control tactic. That's a thought control. That's your thought control from the brick in the wall. Yeah, your brick in the wall. The brick in your wall.
Rides with us today. He's like reading. And I could tell because I see the smoke coming.
No, I'm trying to gather in my head. I'm trying to gather in my head here the conversation that we're having, and and doing this show for as long as we have, I have never heard anyone talk over anybody else as much as he has in this show.
I'm sorry. I just have my points and my rants, but then I'm rather quiet then.
Yeah. Well, on this point, you're rather
okay. All right. Let's change the subject. I got a new subject.
Rather
all right.
Rude. All right.
I got a new subject. It might be interesting. I don't know, but why, when there's races, NASCAR, any kind of race, horse race, butt fuck race, dog race, they're all going to the left, counterclockwise. Why?
Because that's the way they go. I don't fucking know. Why would anybody give a shit about which way they go? That's
I know why.
Okay.
Why? All right, tell us then. Don't ask the question if you know the answer.
Oh, I know the answer. I'm asking you if you know the answer.
I don't know why.
I wouldn't waste 2 seconds of my life to think about it.
But go ahead. Yeah, you're going to tell us.
Now you're interested. Are you interested? If you're not interested, I'm okay with that. All right.
Hey, I'm interested to know because I don't know the answer.
All right, then who do you think is going to run for fucking president in 2024? Who do you think is going to be on the Republican ticket?
We're talking about why racetracks always go to the left. Now you tell us why.
You really want to know?
Go for it.
I know you want to know. I know. Okay.
You don't know the answer.
Oh, no, I know.
It's a bullshit question.
No, it's not. All the races go to the left. Why?
Then
Counterclockwise.
Tell me why.
They go to the right. Because the majority of the population is right-handed.
Okay.
So you have more strength in your right leg than you do in your left leg, and you push off and you're going to the left. And that's where it came from, and it always has, and it always will stay that way. Because if you're right-handed, you push off stronger on your right foot and you get around that left side curve quicker and easier than you would if you had to go to the right.
But a car doesn't know that.
Yes, a car is built this way too, and it's part of the it's part of the friction on the wheels too, on the right side and the left side.
I don't know.
Okay.
Suddenly I feel a little dumber.
Okay. All right. Now you've dumbed us down. What was your next topic there, Cheese Dick?
Cum Gobbler. What is the next one?
What's the next topic you got there?
You didn't like that, huh?
That's because
you didn't answer. You didn't want to answer the question, and that's why all the races went, because there wasn't cars back in the day. Because everything went to the left. Even chariots races went to the left.
Everything goes to the left nowadays.
Everything went back in the past too. Everything.
Even the government. Even the government goes to the left.
Thank you for getting that.
Yeah, I got that. He would never get it.
He wouldn't have got that. He's a libertarian.
But I was wondering why everything went counterclockwise in races. Okay, so I looked it up, and that's what I got.
That's called I got too much time on my hands and no job.
Too much time on my hands. Yeah.
That's what that's called.
Too much time on my hands. Hey, now I got to say something here. All right. You know, these two idiots, these two billionaires, shot their load and went up into lower space and took these people out of lower space. And Bernie Sanders came out and said, "What a waste of fucking money."
I agree with you.
If you've got that kind of money to spend, then you could surely give more money to help these with our problems in this country. And you know what? On that point, I agree.
I would never normally agree with Bernie Sanders, but I think he's right.
I think he's right.
A lot of people here that are in need, and you are spending billions of dollars that, first of all, we gave to you by buying your shit.
Yeah.
And just blowing it by taking your friends up to inner space. That to me is a waste of money too, and I agree with
and I agree. For the first time in my adult life, I have agreed with something that Bernie Sanders said.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're going to piss away that kind of fucking money, you could give a little bit more to help out your fellow man. Because what you're doing is not helping man.
No, it's not. There's nothing that's helping mankind by you doing this, because the government already knows how to get to where you are going right now.
It's probably a tax write-off too, so they're probably really not paying much at all.
No, they're not paying anything.
There's some hidden agenda with the whole thing. The government's using them in some capacity. I guarantee it. What capacity? I don't know. I can't even speculate. But there's no way the government would allow space flight if there wasn't something that they were getting out of it. You know, maybe they're going to start sending the things up secretly through the Space Force, but it's a Tesla rocket. You know what I'm saying? That way people can bring it up and get your weapons of destruction up in space, and we wouldn't even know because it was Tesla's rocket going up or Jeff Bezos' rocket going up. But it's actually the U.S. Space Force, which is a real thing now. That's just my opinion, by the way. There's no proof of that, but.
Well, I think they ought to just knock off all the bullshit and go up there and invent something that we can actually use up there or get off the pot. I mean, They need to get, okay, I'm looking for two goddamn specific things. I'm looking for gravity in our spacecraft, and I'm looking for light speed. And if they can't come up with any of that, then they ain't got a prayer up there.
You can't come up with that by bringing people up to see inner space,
Testing.
Yeah, but they're testing doing something else. I guarantee you they're doing something. They're hitting the gym.
They gotta be testing that shit. They gotta be testing that shit.
And,
So,
and with it's these top billionaires, all of a sudden, you got Richard Branson from Virgin trying to go up there. You got Jeff Bezos, you got what's his face? I can't even think of them all. Everybody's trying to get up there. Elon Musk. They're all trying to get up there. They're all spending billions of dollars to do it. It's crazy.
well,
And
I haven't seen anything like in the the future space shows and shit with all the streamlined spaceships and shit like that go light speed, and they look sharp and phew,
listen,
even that one that was like this, that
it's Hollywood. Okay, buddy, that's Hollywood.
Well, I know. Okay, then I should say the Hollywood ones, but we haven't. All we send up is like these boxes and shit. It's like
that's all we can do. We don't have any capabilities. You don't have capabilities.
Or a capsule, with it's nothing like
It's never going to be that way in our lifetime, or ever.
Ever, never in our lifetime.
And we should talk about this because this goes hand in hand with our show for next week. So
that's right. Next week we're doing a show, and we're doing it with a young man by the name of God, what is his name? Oh, it's Anthony, and he is a aficionado on all the. He's an expert on how the moon landing was all faked and how the earth is flat, and that this guy here did some heavy research, and he's into all of that, and we're going to have him on the show. He's right up Guido's alley. Yeah. I think it's probably going to be the Guido show.
It might be, but who knows?
But I'm going to ask some interesting questions because I don't think
it's good to ask questions of the unknown. And that's the thing, is having another person with, I don't know who he is and I don't know what he's going to say, but if he does have similar views as I do, then
well, I have the belief, I'm sorry, but I have the belief that I didn't mean to butt in or anything, but I think technology is moving much faster than you might think. And I think that we are going to have those two things rather shortly. Within the next 50 years, one or the other.
That none of the three of us ever see that happen.
Light speed, you mean?
None of. And
how long has it been since we, without technology, been able to fly in a fucking wooden plane to where we are right now with these, supersonic motherfuckers already? How long did that take?
Well, that's because we've had a secret agreement with another planet that we don't know anything about.
Well, then that might come into play. That might come into play to help the space age.
They only gave us the basics.
We got some technology now that can help us figure this shit out. And I think it's going to take less time than you believe. It's going to fold over, man.
I will be the first to admit in the next 50 years, if I'm still here and I see it, that old coot was right. But I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. And I'm telling you now that teleportation, not going to happen like people think it's going to. All this science fiction shit that's been fucking infiltrated into your brain by watching television space programs since you were a child.
I don't know, the cellular phone, dude.
A lot of shit back in the day came true.
Yeah, phasers. They've already invented a phaser.
There's not a phaser. It's called a stun gun.
Well, no, they've come out with one that has, it's got different modes on it, stun or kill or
they got a laser that'll burn your eyes out.
Oh, but that's true. That is true.
And
All
that's where that
lasers are
came from.
dangerous. I agree with you, but I'm telling you right now, all that
We're
shit
going
you
to
see in Star Trek.
we're going to stumble upon with our technology. We're going to stumble upon
Okay,
a
another thing from
secret.
wait, Niescab, wait. I got another one from Star Trek. You know the doors at the grocery store that go Star Trek. That came from Star Trek. When you come walking in, it's got that fucking, it's got the jank on it where it detects there's someone there. It opens that motherfucker right up.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll give you that, but that also started with the whole sensory thing because in the first years of those, you had to step on a mat for the door to open. You would
Yeah.
step on a mat and the door would open, and they
Right.
confess with motion sensor. But when it was on Star Trek, there was guys on either side of that door pulling it open when they walked up.
Exactly
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And they added the side.
So I'm not going to lie and say some things that we have today were not inspired from those shows because
Right.
they were, but we're not going to teleport and we're not going to go light speed and we're not going to do any.
And then also there, you know, you put on these jimmies and you're actually in, the sharks are attacking you and shit. You're in this jimmy.
Hologram.
In
In the hologram.
No hologram. It's real.
virtual reality.
Virtual reality. Yeah.
They invented
Okay.
that too.
They invented that too. So,
Okay.
you know, it could go, we're going to invent something. It's coming on and it's going to come on and it's going to make things a lot easier to advance from that point.
The
You'll
new
see.
bullet train, the new bullet
You'll
train
see.
in China.
I will say to you, yes, we could make so many advancements in this world.
But if
I
we don't go
agree
into
with you,
space,
but not with space. We're not going
if
to
we
get
don't
warp
listen,
speed.
if we don't go into space, we'll never figure it out either.
We've been,
So
we've been going to
we
space
have
since
to.
1969.
Right. And a lot has been accomplished. And we had a space there where we missed a few years, a couple of decades where we didn't do shit. We sent up a couple of satellites, but that was about it. Everything else was
Well,
just
the International Space Station.
It got too expensive to fool the public, so they had to figure out something else. That's why there was many more years missing.
That still remains to be seen. But these rockets I see going up in the air and not coming down for a while, or without a capsule on top, kind of tells me that group of people went into, you know, outer space and that Jimmy landed right there and we reuse that rocket again. And that's phenomenal right there. What they just,
we can't go back to the moon now because we lost the technology. As far you talking about advancing so far with technology that we at NASA agree that we can't get back to the moon because we lost the technology. What the fuck are you talking about? That's 60, 50 years ago. You should be able to make better technology.
I never heard that. I never heard
anybody say that though.
I'll show it to you.
I've never heard that.
I'll show it to you. You only hear what you hear. You don't research it for yourself. I guarantee it. If you research it for yourself, you would find NASA officials saying they can't get back to the moon because they lost the technology and destroyed the technology and they can't remake it. Watch it on YouTube. I'm telling you. That's what they say. So if you're saying technology, if it's not a fucking lie, it's NASA people saying it from NASA.
Listen, more people will tell you different because that one fucking article right there, is a propaganda article that's not true.
It's not a propaganda. It's from a NASA astronaut on the NASA station on NASA.com saying it. I will show it to you. There's no propaganda. If it's propaganda, then NASA.com.
Technology. We got more technology now. The space suits. We got something rolling.
So what you're saying, Guido? So what you're saying? What he's saying? Wait. What he's saying is that it was all bullshit to begin with, and now they're just using this as an excuse to explain it.
Right.
To explain it. If it were true that we did go to the moon And if it were absolutely sure that we did go to the moon, the technology in your cell phone, your little cell phone, holds more information than that entire computer system on board that flight system that flew to the moon.
Right. And now
And
they can't.
now they're saying we don't have the technology to get to the moon. Well, you never did then. You never did then.
It is true. I will send you 10,000 videos to show you that. I'll send you 10,000 documents from the government saying that. I've researched it.
We got a little car up there. We got something that flies around up there. We don't need to send a man right now.
Listen, I got a fucking igloo if you want to buy it too. It's really nice. It'll look real good in your backyard in California. It'll look real good.
Well,
I'll blow your fucking mind with the info I have. I'll blow your mind.
That's all. No, that's one guy's article out of 100.
It's not one guy's article. Damn it!
Oh, wait till you hear our next week's guest. Wait till you hear our next week's. This guy here, man, he kind of blew me away when we were talking, and he said it's all bullshit. It was all done in a fucking studio in Hollywood. And that, oh yeah, this guy, I'm telling you right now, we did not land on the moon according to this guy. And he's got scientific proof that we can't get there. There's no way to get there. We never did get there.
We did. That's why they say, and it wasn't one man's article, dude. It was a release from NASA saying.
Would it serve to lie to the people that they went to the moon?
Let me tell you what. The Cold War, Russia was saying they were going to get to space first. Kennedy said we need to get there first. Now Kennedy died. They needed to get to space, and they fucking made sure that the world believed they got to space before the Russians did. Yeah. Because we didn't know that the Russians couldn't get there either. We didn't know that. But we assumed that they were going to get there, so we fucking did it first.
Well, now, how do we explain this to me? Riddle me this, Batman. Explain to me, the capsule comes down and the parachute and lands in the ocean. How did that happen?
They could do anything they want with that, dude. They could drop that.
So they dropped it from a giant plane? They dropped it from a giant airplane?
Why couldn't they do a military C-1 something and drop it out of there? There's no doubt about it. You can go to inner space. So maybe they were up in inner space and then they dropped the capsule from there. Okay. I'm not saying they didn't go to space of some sort, but I'm saying they did not pass the Van Allen radiation belt and go to the moon.
So they were floating around and they was on camera too. They had cameras. They're floating around in there and they're in space and you think they're not, right?
How comes there's pictures here? Let me ask this question, and you might laugh about this, and then you might think, well, nothing. But the guy that was taking the videos didn't get off of the plane. He stayed on the thing and was taking the videos. But who the fuck took a video of him from the sky? Who took a video or a picture of the pod that was taking the pictures when there was nobody else there? Nobody else there. Michael Collins, or whatever his name was, stayed in the pod and took the pictures that were on the moon. But someone took a picture of his pod. Why? Who took that picture? Oops, we made a mistake. We released the wrong picture. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, I could show you so much evidence. I could show you more evidence that we didn't get there than I can show you evidence that we got there.
Well, I always wondered how they got a picture of the capsule and then him stepping off the moon from that angle.
Right.
And they must have they'd had to have a selfie arm there, right, and taking a selfie of itself.
I'm telling you, think about certain things. You watch the moon landing. Okay, and here's another.
They would really actually have to. They would have to do a selfie.
Right.
Arm on it.
Here's another thing that you may not know. There was
a camera attached to the bottom on one of the legs.
No, wait a minute. Here's one thing you don't know, or you may not know. You did not watch that live. It was recorded live through a feed in Australia with a 5-minute delay, then sent to the news media or to the TV stations. So if there was an issue, they could fucking change it in the 5-minute delay that they had. So as it was being filmed,
what did we gain by going there then?
we got there before Russia. We were the superpower.
That's all we wanted, huh?
That's all it was.
It was the Cold War. It was the Cold War. And
So
now
it was the Americans lying to the Russians, right?
And here's another thing. Look how much money after we went to the moon, the US government pumped into NASA. NASA became one of the most government-funded organizations ever after the moon.
Yeah.
For no reason. No fucking reason.
That's how they built the space shuttle.
So I'm not saying you have to believe it, but what I'm saying is you have to look at evidence and not just what you saw with your eyes in 1969.
And why? Let me ask you this. How come the space shuttle never made a trip to the moon?
Because it can't. It can't.
Think about that for a minute. How come they never tried to get the space shuttle to go to the moon and just not land, didn't have to land, but orbit the moon and then come back? I mean, you would think they would have tried that at least.
Well, they destroyed the technology. Back in 1970, after the last mission, they destroyed the technology because we're never going to go to the moon again. So we're going to destroy it. That makes so much sense to me. That's what they did. And then said they lost the technology, the blueprints, all that shit got destroyed. And they don't have the technology now to do that. But you had the technology from 69 to 72 or whatever it was to do it. In that day and age when we didn't have cell phones or video games or fucking Skype or any of this cool shit that you got now, you got there and you can't get there now?
That don't make no sense.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, is there's too many negatives than there is positives. So I didn't see the original thing with my own eyes. I wasn't around then, okay? I don't know. But from what I see now, and when I watch it now, I got a lot of questions on it. And the more evidence I see is against us going there than it is of us going there. And I swear to you, I'm not being a crazy person. I've found more evidence that we didn't go there than evidence that we did.
This is a great topic, folks. You're listening to the FreeKing After Dark show, and this segment of the FreeKing After Dark show is brought to you by
Space Camp.
Well, you made me a believer, Guido.
You may be a believer. That's the difference.
You may be thinking about it now, aren't you there, knee scab?
Yeah.
You're thinking about it, ain't you? You're thinking about how fake it was. I mean, and there's no wind on the moon, so why was the fucking flag doing this shit?
Well, the most interesting topic that I thought was when you said, how come we never flew around the moon with the shuttle?
Yeah. Think about that for a minute.
We never went anywhere near the moon with the shuttle. Nowhere near.
That's just crazy.
Right.
Yeah. That was a great vehicle.
Listen, when they made it so big that they went to the moon in 69 till when they did the last mission. I don't remember when the year was. But then after they did that, they totally stopped talking about going to the moon. They tried to erase it almost like. And then all of a sudden the shuttle came out and there was no moon talk. Nobody talked about the moon. Nobody.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
just
you would think that shuttle, if it can go out into outer space, if the shuttle and keep its orbit around the Earth, why couldn't it do a shot? They could have taken, that empty bay that's in there, and they could have put a fucking tank in there with enough fuel to fucking jet them to the fucking moon, do a couple of orbits around the moon, and then head back.
Right. Here's another
technology.
Here's another document.
Why would they have done that?
Here's another government document that I got from, there's the Freedom of Information Act website that NASA says that, oh my God, holy shit, I lost my train of thought though. That we didn't get to the moon, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember now, but it was a good one. But there's so many documents, government documents that counter them saying they went to the moon. Like there's government documents saying they mistakenly destroyed the blueprints for the space mission. There's government documents that say they destroyed the technology for the space to to the moon. There's so many different government documents that you can find for nothing on the internet. I mean, they're not fake fucking documents. They're from the US.gov website. So, I mean, it's amazing. And people don't want to believe it. That's why it's not believed. People don't want to believe that we didn't go to the moon. It'll make everybody's life bullshit, especially people that believe so much in it. It would make your life devastating.
Well, that's interesting that they never did do that, and I was always wondering why they didn't do that to the space station and go beyond with that shuttle. I don't know, and maybe it's because they couldn't land on the moon. Even if they didn't land on it, they could have gone around it.
That would have been amazing. That would have been an
amazing. I remembered
trip.
I was going to say it would have been. I remembered I was going to say there's documents out there, government documents, that when people ask why are all the pictures of the Earth composite pictures, and they say they have to be. Why? Why can't they fucking take a picture of the Earth? But they're all composite pictures, artist renditions done on computers. Why is that?
Google Map isn't like that. Google Map is actually.
That's not, they don't show you the whole Earth. They show you they show you this view of it, but there's not a real picture ever of the Earth. Why? Because the satellites can't go back far enough to take a picture of the Earth, for one. And, and they don't go back far enough to take a picture to get a real picture.
Well, listen, we're going to find out pretty sudden here, because they're going to build a telescope on the other side of the moon, on the dark side, and they're going to
that's what they're talking about.
That's what their plan is now. So we're going to find out pretty freaking soon whether we made it there or not.
But here's the thing, you might be able to get spacecraft and equipment there because the radiation may not bother, but if it's a manned mission or not makes all the difference.
But the way robotics are now, Guido, okay, see if you agree with this. The way robotics are, they wouldn't need to send a man up there to build that.
No, they wouldn't need to, but you can't say, oh, look, we've been to the moon if you get a spacecraft there without a person on it.
Right.
So because you maybe, I think you can, I don't know. I don't know if you can.
Well, they put that little car on Mars. They got a car on the moon.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. How'd they get the car up there, for Christ's sake? I mean, for crying out loud.
I don't believe, I'm an honest believer, and we don't do anything in space.
That cost like $13 billion, that car on Mars.
I don't think. But here's another thing. Even your cell phone, guys, even your cell phone and your data and your wireless, 90% of it is done by local satellite feeds that powered by cables that are under the water in the ground. Most of our communication devices don't come from space and some fucking satellite, because if that was the case, you would never lose signal no matter where you fucking went. If you were relying on satellites in space for your phone signal, there would never be a location you can go on Earth that you would drop the signal.
Well, they're doing that right now.
The signals are earthbound.
They're sending that up right now. They're setting that all up. They're sending. They like 20. They got like 24 satellites up. Every time they shoot a missile up there, and it's the internet. It's global. They're going to have it global.
That's what they say. But it's what they say. But right now, and in the whole history of the internet, you've never gotten your internet from space. It's with shit on Earth, towers, cables, and local like
satellites. They got satellite internet. They have satellite internet.
Yes, they do. But that's shit doesn't come from space. It comes from a bigger satellite somewhere else flying up there in inner space, not outer space. We don't have. Our internet does not go through space to get to you. It does not. It's through towers. If that
goes through the air, it's a frequency. Right. It's a frequency.
Right.
And you know those towers they build, okay, they build the towers and they communicate with one another. So
Yeah.
like when I talk to you on here, when I'm talking to you and I'm talking to California and I'm talking to Buffalo, this is bouncing off like 60 towers,
Right.
all of
Sure.
them
And
to
that's
get
what
out to you.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It doesn't come from space. It comes
it's
from
not
on
space.
Earth.
It's
It's
on
on
Earth.
Earth.
There's one place, man. There's one solid place that's sending out all these signals to all
Yeah,
these
but
towers.
if you don't have internet, then you're not gonna pick up the signal. So
You'll
the
pick the
thing
signal
is,
up if you have internet, but you're not picking it up from space. You're picking it up from the tower down the street
from
from you.
another tower, sure,
Right.
sure,
And
sure,
there's nothing
sure.
coming from space. It's all cables to those
That's why
towers.
that's why internet is not universal because there are
Well,
black
because
spots. There are,
they haven't turned that on yet. They're still
they're working.
building it.
I know. Jeff Bezos is working on it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
working on it. They're supposedly working on it to
That
where they can.
technology, that technology is the next one to shift over. This right now, it hadn't even shifted yet. It's, you know,
Oh
it,
no,
Shit.
that's going to be 7G. That'll be like
yeah.
7G, where I mean
5G
the
is
signal is
already
so clear.
dangerous. I'm telling you right now, this shit causes radiation. I'm telling you, these towers are radioactive. They
I
say
think not minute. I think, and if it's in the outer ozone layer, I think it'll be all right.
it's
I
not
don't.
the ozone layer. These towers are localized to Europe. They go through the
No,
fucking.
they're gonna turn those off. They're gonna expire. Those are gonna be dinosaurs.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I really don't. Because that way, if they make a global satellite that controls the internet, think about this. The best hacker can control the world.
Right.
Because all you gotta do is hack one fucking master satellite now, and you control the world.
Well, they're
Yeah.
gonna figure that out too, where that's not possible. So they're
So
they're
right
trying to
now,
turn it
it's
on.
all
They're gonna
localized shit.
when they turn that on, then they're gonna turn off all these dinosaur towers.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen because how can they turn your internet off now? How can they stop people from getting internet like they did in Cuba? They can't
Oh, it's
stop
still
it.
going to go through the towers. It'll
Yeah,
still
it's
go through
still,
the
yeah, I
towers,
guess it still would have
but
to go through the towers.
it would. It would have to still go through the towers. They wouldn't get rid of the towers.
Temporarily, maybe temporarily, but no, they're gonna be gone. The towers are gonna be gone. You're gonna get your shit from the satellites up there. And it's gonna be, you're gonna get it in the mountains and in the Death Valley, you're gonna get it in the ocean, you're gonna get it anywhere, because
I hope that happens. I would love that to happen, and I really hope it does, man. But I don't think it's going to happen because again, it's about money. Who can control it? If one person controls it, then it's not going to happen, dude. It's not. It's all about money. You got to understand the world. It doesn't work on. It would be nice for everybody to have internet. It works
Ain't
on.
nothing free.
um,
Ain't nothing free. Everything
yeah, it's gonna
costs
be
you.
free too. It's gonna be free.
Yeah, okay, I ain't buying it.
I
So was
got
the
a fucking
railroad.
like
The railroad
igloo
was to
shell, dude.
benefit all of mankind. The railroad was supposed to benefit
That's
our country and
that's what
benefit
this
us.
is
It ain't
supposed to
free.
do.
Ain't nothing gonna be fucking free.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's what
nothing
they
gonna.
said this is gonna be
And
though.
here's another
That's
thing.
all.
When you look into like the
Free.
government saying that people should get free internet, do you know that the free
I didn't
government
say
internet,
they
wait,
should. I said that in the
the free
future it
government
will.
internet is slower than the regular internet because internet companies are allowed to turn it up or down.
They're not gonna
So
do that. These are satellites that everybody's gonna have the same speed. 7G.
man, you live.
7G.
I'm telling you, you live
You
in a
live in a
euphoric
fantasy world.
man. You really do. You really,
You live in a.
really do.
You, that's the dream. That's the dream
You
of the
gotta look,
Democratic Party.
you gotta look it up. You gotta look it up.
I
No,
I,
get up for blue
no,
in the face.
no.
They do that so that they can get the funding from the people and the governments, and then they don't
yeah,
do what they say they're going to do. Okay, they
that's
don't.
right. That's right.
Well, they're
That's
already
right.
doing it. They're already doing it.
They
They're
tell
getting
you
set
that's what
up.
they tell you they're already doing it.
They got
And
hundreds of them up there already right now, and they haven't turned them on yet. Nothing turned on yet. They're up there though.
yeah.
And they're working on it. They're gonna shoot up
So,
another missile soon.
so you mean to tell me that
Yes.
none of these satellites that are up there, there's probably 10 billion up there now. They never collide into each other. They never fucking fall. There's so many satellites up there that we've sent since the space thing. How the fuck are they just moving around? Because they have to stay
there's
close
a
to
lot
Earth.
of garbage up there too. There's a lot of trash up there.
It's ridiculous.
Well, everything has its lane.
Oh,
well, yeah, everything has its lane, but the thing is it all moves at the same speed.
That's why it's like the freeway.
They're all moving at the same speed.
It's just like the fucking freeway. Yeah.
Now, my interest would be to own a company that goes up there and fucking tows those satellites and throws them out into space and shit.
My company would be the company that shows you all that you're wasting all your fucking money.
That's a good job, sounds like, Ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a tow truck company. It's a tow ship company. You drag them out and then slingshot them out into space somewhere.
Google's got a plane that flies their satellite. It fucking flies from coast to coast all day long.
Yep. That's all it does.
All day long. That's how their satellite works. It's not up in space. It's a fucking plane that flies.
It's an airplane.
Yeah. So
it's in an
Google,
airplane.
The biggest company in the world is not in space. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be hundreds of those satellites up there for the internet to turn on. When it turns on, you'll get it. It'll be free.
Sure. I still have an igloo to sell you if you want to buy one.
I got a bridge I could sell you.
This igloo would go well in your California backyard. I'm telling you.
I know you guys would love the Brooklyn Bridge over there in LA.
Hey, it's just like satellite TV, dude. You don't get that from the towers. You get that from the satellite up there in space.
You do.
You get it from the top.
It's not satellite TV. It is not satellite TV.
Then why are you pointing it at the satellite? The dish.
Because that's where the central tower is.
Yeah, that's
up in space.
You're
up in the outer.
In the Direct TV parking lot. In the Direct TV parking lot.
Yeah.
That's where the satellite is.
AT&T has it.
No, they tell you to point it into the sky in the southeast.
Because the fucking signal comes from that way, dude. It doesn't come from space.
Dude,
no, because you live on the other side of town. You're still going to point it southeast.
When you listen to the radio, that's not coming from space either, The radio.
Okay, if that's the case. If it was coming from space, weather wouldn't affect your signal.
That's true. That's true.
If it was coming from space, weather would not affect your signal. Weather affects your signal because it's transversed in the atmosphere. It is fucking projected in the atmosphere. If it was not from this atmosphere and coming from outside our atmosphere, weather would not affect it.
Right.
No, because you get cloud cover, you got a tree cover in your satellite dish, you get a branch that comes down or something and it covers it up.
If you're getting a beam from space, it's going through everything, dude. Come on. Think about it.
No, it's not going through your clouds and through your
go right through the clouds. Right through
sometimes it gets all them squares and shit, and you're going, oh fuck, what happened?
I gotta start sending you pictures of the satellites at the Direct TV complex.
The wind is blowing your satellite dish a little bit.
Do I need to send you Direct TV satellite stations? Do I need to send it to you? The fucking big ass dishes that Direct TV has on their properties.
Remember, that's the way they were. That's the way they were, and then they came down to they're about this big.
I'm talking about at the Direct TV headquarters or wherever. They have the big gigantic dishes that send the signal to your little dish, not the fucking space satellite, the Direct TV satellite in San Francisco or wherever the fuck it is.
Oh, you think?
No, I know.
Oh. Well, I thought it comes right from the satellite.
No, if there's any satellite technology up there that we're basing it upon, it's the government has it, not us.
Because out in the middle of Death Valley, you couldn't pick up the signal unless you shot it from space, and then you could get your signal because there's no cable out there. So you got to get your, and no antenna because you're too far away from the signals. So you got to shoot that satellite dish up into space and you'll pick up the fucking satellite. And that's the way I heard it was. So I don't know where, what those dishes are shooting programs to the satellite to shoot down to your house. And that's just the way I thought it was. And if I'm wrong, then strike me dead right now on this fucking planet.
Don't say that. Because I don't.
And that's what those big dishes are for, is to send programs to the satellite to give to you.
No, yeah, it's AT&T's fucking dish. I'm telling you, it's like.
No, I think you're wrong, brother, and I think you better look into that.
Why do I gotta look into it? Why don't you look into it?
Because I looked into it. I think I'm pretty much right, and I will look it up then. I will look it up then.
I mean, I don't think, we rely on space as much as you think. I mean, I think you've been fed some,
No, I think there's satellites up there, and I think they're a good thing, and I think we need them, and they're going to help. And that's what I'm saying, that the internet's going to be up there, just like the satellite dish is up there, and that's where you get your signal from, and that's why weather disturbs it.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
To get there,
maybe I'm wrong.
It's like an antenna. It's not like an antenna where I have to pick it up off the mountain, and they got that antenna on Mount Wilson over here, and I point my antenna at that, and I pick up digital TV. Okay, it's not like that. It's more, you got to hit it up into outer space. It's not. You don't point it at them dishes down there at the satellite station.
Go look at your chat.
Look at
that picture up. Those are satellites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the satellites around the Earth.
Yeah. Well, be it that or may, those are still in inner Earth. They're not in outer space.
So is that a fake pic?
I don't know.
Or is that for real?
It is. I think it's a fake pic. I mean, you just brought it up. We could bring it up on here and we could see it on this one, but I honestly think that's a composite.
Did you actually think that the satellite was sending down signal to them big dishes, and then you were getting it from the company there at the box office and getting it sent to your house in your state? That ain't how it worked. That's not why it's called satellite dish.
I'm telling you, research it. Not as much stuff comes. Maybe DirecTV does. I haven't researched that enough to find out. But your phone communications don't come from the fucking satellites. Your internet communications don't come from the satellites.
Not yet.
And I don't think it's going to happen because nobody can control that.
Ground control.
That's what I wanted you to look up. They're already building that, and I've already looked that all up. So
they're building for their own use.
You need to look that up because that's what they're doing.
But they're not
hundreds of them.
It's not going to happen. We're not going to get free internet. It's not going to happen. I mean, why? Why would they do that? What would benefit from them?
Somebody has to benefit from it. I mean, the phone was the electricity, the phone, everything to help all mankind is not free. So why would this be free?
And it's to help mankind.
Well, dude, that shit don't happen. It already does.
It'll all be paid for through advertisements.
No. That's in libertarian land.
Yeah, no, it'll be free to you if you don't mind having ads for everything.
I don't know how it's going to get paid for, but
subscription.
It's already going to be in concrete, and it's not going to have to be. It's going to be it's being paid for right now.
It's being paid for right now.
When it happens, and I don't have to pay for my internet anymore, I will apologize to you and tell you.
He'll be dead by then.
I think it's a crazy idea.
But if you're not going to look it up, then you got no.
I'll look it up. But here's another thing: you could look
I walked
anything
the
up.
walk.
You could look anything up and find a plus or a negative to everything. You can look
That's
anything
why
up.
same
It's just
thing I
what
say about
you
your
choose
moon
to
landing.
believe. It's just
You
what
know?
you choose to believe or what you choose to be indoctrinated by.
Right. The
That's
internet
all
always
that
has two sides.
Right.
Always.
Just like
Always.
in your mind, the moon landing always happened. So it can't be fake because it
Uh-huh.
always happened. But you won't open your eyes to the fact that it could have been happening. You could have been duped. Just like for how many years did they tell you aliens didn't exist? How many years
Well,
did
you
they?
know that the fact that they shot that little spider looking thing off the moon to hook up with the other pod to shoot them across the back home was kind of far-fetched to me.
Sure, it was a lot far-fetched. All I said to you was that I found more evidence that it didn't happen than I found evidence that it did happen. The only evidence I could find that it did happen was the video footage of the broadcast that was done that night. There's no other
Yeah.
evidence. There's all the other evidence was destroyed or whatever. But now I find out.
Okay,
tons
so
of-
Guido, let me ask you, how many Apollo missions went to the moon?
Well, I don't think any of them did. But I
Just
don't remember.
one.
According to the history,
I don't
as it's
remember.
written now,
Was it 6 or 7? I don't remember.
there was 7.
7, yeah.
7, and Apollo 13 was almost a disaster,
Right.
and that was the end of it.
That was a good Tom Hanks performance.
Yeah, it was a great performance.
But do you see that? But there's another thing. Okay, not to pry on a bad thing here though. But Apollo 13 almost was disaster, so they ended the fucking program. Great way to get out of it, guys.
Yeah, that was
Great
too
way to
dangerous.
back out of it because you
They
can't.
almost lost them.
Right.
Yeah,
But they didn't.
almost.
Everything was fine. But we're going to stop this program because of that. We're going to overhaul it. But instead of overhauling it, they destroyed everything. I don't know. I'm not really smart, but if you're going to overhaul something because of an accident, why would you destroy everything without?
Well, if they were afraid to go through and fly to the moon
I understand why they would destroy everything. I think that all that shit's outdated by now. But as far as destroying it, maybe because it is outdated. All that technology back then is all outdated.
Okay.
Well, what's that? Let me ask you this, there, Niescap. What's
taking?
Yeah, what's taking so fucking long?
What's
taking
what?
so long
What's stopping them
to go
now?
to the moon? What's stopping them right now from going to the fucking moon?
That's another problem. I can't figure out why we never did send a shuttle around the motherfucker moon. I don't understand that.
Anything around the fucking moon after the Apollo 13, it was done. Like it never happened.
No, we supposedly have a car up there and something that flies around.
About people.
Oh, people, yeah, but if you can send a car up there, you can send people up there.
Not if you go through radiation that's gonna fucking just burn your insides out. That's so strong it'll burn you from the inside out. No, you can't. No. So look up the Van Allen radiation belt and tell me where it is. And
so when they stirred those tanks on Apollo 13, they stirred the tanks and it blew something out because of the radiation that was they were passing through. Maybe
I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue what that. All my clue is that they were on a Hollywood soundstage.
The second
there's even talk
disaster.
that Stanley Kubrick is the one that filmed it.
Yeah.
And
the second disaster, you know what caused that one, don't you? They said that it was the heat shield on the wings fell off, broke off. Okay, and the heat got into the wings and it burned the fucker up, and it hit the tanks, and that was it. Okay, now that was a spectacular fucking malfunction.
And then a lot of shit went down where they lost interest in going to the moon.
Yeah,
they didn't lose interest. You lost interest because they stopped talking about it. That's two different things.
Well, by the time they got to Apollo 13, the ratings were really low.
Low.
Because they said, okay, we've been there, done that.
Didn't they go out with a big bang?
Yeah, they went out with a scary one.
They went out with a big bang.
They jumped the shark.
They jumped the shark, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, that I'm telling you, it's crazy. And you look up Stanley Kubrick in the moon landing, and well, I don't know, YouTube censors a lot of shit now, so maybe you won't find it anymore. But I have everything downloaded if you ever need to have some proof, because
YouTube needs to stop censoring shit, and so does Facebook. They got to stop that shit. I mean, it's like, what are they trying to do? Judge a dick by its color?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God help us. I knew he was going to throw that fucking thing in there.
Anyway,
I just knew he was going to throw that shit. I had a hunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, knew that was coming. You were getting into that discussion.
I think everybody that was born and it was old enough to watch the moon landing, like 10, not, whatever, just thinks that it was so spectacular that it's unbelievable to them that their government would do that to them. Okay, well, I have news for you. Your government stole an election last time around. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Your government does a lot of bad things.
There was no way they were going to let Trump back in there for another 4 years. There is no fucking way. And if he did, he'd be dead by
now. Right.
How I look at it is there's no way he lost.
No, I know that. But that's what I'm saying is it's not unfathomable to think that they cheated and won that election, but it's unfathomable to think that the government lied to you about the space program. They'll lie about anything that suits their interest.
I can't understand about it is how the Republicans let them get away with the cheat.
They didn't. There was nothing to do to stop. They didn't. They threw a curveball at him, man, and they swung on it and missed.
Somebody needs to write a book. I mean, if they let them get away with it, then they deserve it. They deserve it.
Let's see. There's probably about 400 books on how Trump didn't lose the election. I mean, there's books out there everywhere about how mathematically, there's a book out right now that talks about the mathematics of the election. And it says there's no mathematical reason for Trump losing that election. Yeah. There wasn't enough fucking people. There wasn't enough.
Well, the thing that makes me fun. Oh, right. There was like 3 or 4 million more voters than registered voters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no possible way he lost.
And those 3 or 4 million all voted Democrat. Whoa, that's what the fuck.
Wait a minute. Something. Never before has a Democratic candidate gotten over 80 million votes.
Well, that's just like the moon landing, and you can't judge a dick by its color.
All right.
That's kind of like the moon landing. You can't figure that out. That's them. And you know what? Nothing ever changes any goddamn way.
Well, things could change if we stop fucking all being divided and stupid and start.
And a lot of the shit that you're getting from like, the border's a catastrophe and this and that. That's, some of that's pretty much far-fetched and,
it's all propaganda.
Trying to make you, the Republican side think, oh, yeah, man, they're doing, the Democrats are fucked, and then, but they're not, hot-footing it down there to fucking fix nothing because it really probably ain't nothing much wrong down there.
Nobody's your friend in the government. Nobody. There's no politician.
And you get lies from both sides of the square.
You do get lies from both sides. And then they throw a bunch of shit up against the wall and hope that it sticks.
Yeah.
Both sides throw shit. It's like the Mueller report. The Mueller report was supposed to come out and there's all this big fanfare and then took a shit. Okay. Right. It's just, and it's just like the, this other report that still we're waiting for it to come out. The Durham report. Okay. Yeah. When it comes out, it's going to be a dud. It's going to hit like a lead balloon.
Well, I can't help to say that those guys don't want to die. Okay. So
they don't want to die.
If you go against certain people in the government, you end up suiciding yourself.
Yeah, you might as well commit suicide after you publish it because they're going to kill you. You know, the Clintons will kill you.
Right. So
Clintons
that's
will-
where the problem is. It's not
that's
that-
already proven.
Go ahead.
That's already proven that the Clintons are murderers, and they have people.
Like-
you know,
Like
you
Putin.
cross
Okay.
you cross the Clintons, you're asking for
You're
deep
dead,
shit.
man.
You're a dead man. Epstein is proof of that.
Just ask Seth Rich.
Yeah.
There's a guy. There's another guy too. They killed off that Arab dude over there, and
Khashoggi.
cut him up in little pieces. And
Yeah.
Gaddafi.
Oh yeah.
huh?
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi. They killed Gaddafi.
Yeah, they killed a lot of motherfuckers. They ain't no,
They wanted them all. They want all them motherfuckers dead.
Benghazi.
And the guy at the Benghazi, the guy that the ambassador that refused to leave. He said, "No, we've got to stay strong here." And they said, "No, you get your ass out of here." Well, by then it was too fucking late.
you think Clinton's got that much fucking power?
You goddamn right they do. Bullshit. Yeah. Don't tell me they don't. But Trump had the power too when he killed that fucking Somali guy.
But listen,
he said, "Damn, cross me, motherfucker! I'll kill you."
Take a look at the thing when the Clintons, the Obamas, and the Bushes are together. They look like three of the best friends ever. Why is Bushes hanging out with them two? Yeah. You know, like their best friends. Looks like they all know the truth. Yeah,
they all know the truth of what's going on.
We
have no control. They're all in on it. They're all in on it. It's not a conspiracy either. Damn it. I don't like it, the word conspiracy, because it doesn't fit here. What fits here is a group of people who control everything that we do. If you think that Biden is in control, you're a fucking moron.
Big time.
And then they say, "Oh, Hunter Biden is a cokehead and all this shit." But no, he's not in jail, and there's nothing.
He's next in line.
That's just the shit we hear and supposed to believe, but really that ain't nothing. And
I wouldn't put past Joe Biden to kill the little fucker because he's getting in his way.
Joe Biden can't even walk up the steps, dude. He can't kill it. He can't do anything. I really feel sorry for the man because he doesn't know what he's doing, dude. He does not know what he's doing. And he's just being.
Well, he did go to, special stuttering school when he was a child. He had a stuttering problem, so he had to go to a special class for that, help him.
I'll give him a special class.
It's coming back at him.
Before the end, I said it. I said it a long time ago. I predicted by July 4th that he would succumb. Okay, so I was wrong. I was wrong. But I still believe by the end of this year there'll be a change.
Oh, sure.
By the end of the year there'll be a change.
Well, all right, I'll remind you that episode 14. I'll remind you of that.
Episode 14. Remind me of, and that'll probably be episode 29 by then. 30.
So you're giving it to December now. Yeah, I mean,
well, the end of the year. The end of the year. January.
You want to know a Biden fun fact? His wife used to be his babysitter until his first wife died. And then she became his girlfriend. And then his wife.
She used to babysit his son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hunter. She used to babysit Hunter when he was a little kid.
And then when she was 18.
Well, I don't want to mock the guy because of tragedy in his life. I just think he's incompetent, and I don't care about his past life, any of that shit. What I care about is what he did when he was in office as vice president, which was fucking basically that was fucking treasonous what he did, and that was quid pro quo. And that's all there is to it. It was a quid pro quo, and there's no doubt about it. And they've got him on tape admitting to it.
Yeah.
But nothing was ever done.
But there's sheep out there.
The sheeple don't care about that. It didn't affect me. It's not in my backyard, so I don't really give a rat's ass. It's not in my backyard. What the fuck do I care? It didn't happen to me, so what the fuck do I care? You're not going to get the $1 trillion if you don't fire that SOB. Well, by golly, by the end of the day, they fired the SOB.
I don't even think by the end of the day. I think by the last, like the 2 minutes after that fucking text or whatever went through.
Yeah. Yeah. Them fucking guys, man, I tell you what, they're fucking dangerous crew. They're a dangerous crew. Yes, I would not put it. Now, we talked about politics tonight, damn it.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I love my weed. I'll tell you right now, brethrens, I love my weed.
I'm sure you do. And show us your plant before we go bye-bye. Where's your plant?
Oh my God.
Here we go. There it is. Outside.
That's actually pretty.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Look at the colons on that fucker.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Look at that.
There's some red on there.
Yeah, a little bit of red on there. And there's fucking, oh yeah, they're starting to bud real good. Real good, knee scab. Boy, he's got a green thumb, Guido. He's got a green thumb. I could never grow anything like that. There's another one. I could never grow anything that pretty.
I'm going to try.
Actually, he makes marijuana beautiful because it is a weed, right?
It's a plant, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weed, but he makes it look beautiful. It flowers, it buds. Nice job there.
Fast for cash.
Yeah, nice job there, knee scab. Yeah. Well, we about beat this one to death. We got about 2 minutes left. We talked about politics, and
we're gonna have smell-o-vision, and then smell-o-vision. You could smell it.
We can only have that when I eat beans.
What? What?
Smell-o-vision. If we have the smell-o-vision show, I want to eat beans first.
I want to eat beans.
Yeah. Of course, you can do what you want. You can have the rotten fish smell. You can have the the egg smell. The sulfur smell.
The raunches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You guys.
I mean, you could have the sewage smell down the street sewer.
Would you want smell-o-vision for porn?
Carl, the shitter's full.
Ooh, yeah, I think I would want smell-o-vision for porn. This is another topic. We'll have to come up with that next time. All right.
All right. Definitely. Right. Okay. We're going to get out of here. Thanks a bunch for listening tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed the program. Tonight's program was brought to you by KGFRocks.com. That's right. We're on Spotify. You can catch us on our YouTube when we download it onto YouTube, or you can go to our Facebook page, which is FreeKing After Dark. Okay. All right. Or you can go to our webpage at KGFRocks.com and check it out, or go to YouTube. Yeah, it'll be up on YouTube. You'll be able to see our pretty faces on there. We're handsome motherfuckers. Not. Okay. Hey, we're out of here.
Daddy issues.
Yeah, you got daddy issues. We're out of here. Thanks for listening, folks. You guys have a great day. Everybody say goodbye. Adios. 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 Bye-bye. See you later.
It's for you.
Goodbye.